So hello everyone. Yesterday I was doing this question PYQs on heaps and heap sort. Maybe some of you have seen I have already uploaded the video. I checked it after uploading 1 hour video that it has got no sound. So I had to delete it yesterday, and also I thought of doing this video today because I have taken the vaccine today, Covishield. I just have pain in my arm right now. I might have a slight fever, or because of that I won't be able to do videos for tomorrow or 2-3 days. So that's why I thought of doing the video today. Yesterday it was almost night, and I couldn't redo the video. So now what I wanted to do is, we have done till heap sort, the whole algorithm. So moving on to next algorithm, I thought heaps is a tricky topic, not very tricky. So I thought maybe doing this gate questions will help you out. So what I will do questions. I will take the questions, gate questions, previous year's question. I will solve some of them, and I will give you the rest, the easier ones. You can solve it in your own, and then you can move on to next algorithm. So let's see this question here. So this was asked in GATE 2003 1 mark question. Question is, in a heap. So in a heap with n elements. So this is our key thing. This is about a heap with n elements, with the smallest element at the root. So smallest element at the root means mean heap. Okay, with n elements. Mean heap which has got n elements. So now we have to find the seventh smallest element. Can be found in what time among all these 4 options, which is the time complexity to find seventh element. So finding seventh smallest element. So what we have to do here is, mean heap is given. What is the time complexity to find the seventh smallest? So let's see the question. So let's say delete first minimum element. First minimum element means what? The root element, because it is a mean heap. The root will contain the minimum element among all the nodes. It will contain the minimum element. So it will take order of log n. So deletion, just delete it. Then we have to call maxipy, where we have seen already maxipy. So maxipy will take log n times. Again it will be delete second minimum element. Again a new heap will be created, new minimum heap will be created, and again the top of the, means the root of the tree is taken out. So it will again take theta of log n. Then delete third minimum element, not any third element but third minimum element. Then delete fourth. Why I am doing this? Just hold on for a second. You will know why I am doing this. Then delete fifth minimum element, which will also take theta of log n. Then delete sixth minimum element, which is also taking theta of log n. So all this total is taking 6 theta log n. Okay, so this is our time. So after 6 elements are deleted, 6 minimum elements are deleted, the seventh one can be found out in theta of 1 time complexity. Okay, so this is for deletion of 6 elements. Okay, so deletion of these 6 elements, we will take all this together, and then with theta of 1 we can just find out the seventh minimum element. But we did something changes here, right? We cannot just do some changes. We have to undo the things we have done, because nothing is mentioned here about how changes or anything. So we cannot just modify the tree in our own way, but we have to add these elements back to the tree. So addition of all the 6 elements will also take theta of log n. So again, let's say we have this tree mean heap. where the the root is 7th smallest element. Now again we add a node, then we have to call this maxipify again, and this will take log n times. So again 6 times it will be used. So deletion of 6 elements, which will take theta of log n. Basically 6 is just a constant, so this will take theta of log n, then this will take theta of 1, then again deletion of sorry, addition, then finding in order of 1, then addition of all these 6 elements will take log n. So basically it's coming as theta of log n plus theta of 1 plus theta of log n. So this is for deletion of 6 elements. This is finding the 7th element. This is, sorry, not division, addition back. Adding actually back all the 6 elements. So see, we are not just doing anything out of going our way, because we deleted 6 elements, we found out the 7th element, and then we again added the 6th elements. So nothing, the heap will remain intact. So nothing is changing at most, because just we are just trying to find out the time complexity. So it is coming down to as theta of log n. So this is our answer, theta of log n. I hope this is clear to you, because this is just I have modified the tree, but we cannot just take this modification for granted, because we have to undo the things we have done, because modification is not like you have to balance it out. Okay, you did modification, then found out the time complexity, then again we do redo the changes you did. Okay, so we will see more questions. So hi, so this is our next question. So here question was asked in GATE 2004, and it is 2 marks question. This is a very basic and easy question. You can score this 2 marks very easily. Okay. So now let's see. Elements 32, 15, 20, 30, 12, 25, 16 are inserted one by one in a given order into a max heap. The resultant max heap is, so okay, sorry. So here it is actually binary max heap. Okay. Why I am telling you this? Because in the given question 4 trees were mentioned. Among all these 4, you have to choose the correct one. So here there I saw already the question and the options that it is binary. Every node has got 2 children, not more than 2 children, 1 or 2 children. Heap is a almost complete binary tree. So here almost binary tree is used, not 3-array or anything. Okay, so we can do this by this thing, binary max heap. This is our keyword actually. So now let's see the elements. 32 max heap. Okay, so maximum will be at our root, and its child will be less than the root. So 15 is here, 20 is here. So you remember heap, we have to like any heap, max or min, we have to do the add the child in left to right order. Okay, so 20 done, then 30. See, 30 and 15. 30 is greater than 15. So this is not coming as our max heap. Okay, so we have to do changes. 30 will go up, 15 will come down. So our next tree is 30, 20, 15. So 30 till done, 12. 12 is less than 30. So it is correct. And it is not 26, okay, 20. So very, I'll tell you, just in like 26 and 0, write properly. Okay, I used to do all these mistakes in test series and all. So then again n, and then x. This should be clearly visible to me, like you are not going for any semester exam, so you will be the person who will understand here, because in GATE there is a scribble pad given. Okay, so if you just like this size kind of pad is given, use that properly. Okay, I will make videos on that later, we have a lot of time. So I'm just telling the basic things. So see, I have written it like 26. and my whole tree would have been wrong, so I will get the wrong. So getting 2 was out of question, I would have got -66. So losing 2.66 marks in a single question. So you can see it is how it is very crucial to do all these things carefully. So now moving on to our question. So now up till 12 is done, 25 is added. So 25 is greater than 20, so it is not a maximum. So you have to change this. 25 goes up, 20 comes down. So 32, then 30, then 30, then 25, then 15, then 12, then 20, then 16 is there. Okay, so this is our tree. So we have to check the options. So the option, which one option is correct? Option A. Okay, so option A is our correct option. So by this we can see how easily you can get 2 marks. So it is a very basic question, nothing to do much about it. Okay. So now move on to next question. So now let's see this question. This question was asked in grade 2006 1 mark question. So when I was doing hip sort at the end, this thing came to my mind that I didn't remember it as a question, but this logic came to my mind, and I did, but I didn't do it properly. So I thought of taking this question and doing the how the derivation is coming. I will tell you. So what is this? This is basically in a binary max heap. Binary max heap. So this is our main thing. Binary max heap. Okay. So containing n elements, the smallest element can be found out in. So max heap means this the root element will be the maximum element. So now we have to find out the smallest element. So the minimum element time complexity. So let's take an example. Okay. So let's say 100, then 50, then 60. Let's say 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is a max heap, right? Maximum element absolute, then it's left and right side are lesser than that. These are again lesser than their parent. Okay, so now let's see, the indices are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is our max heap. Now to find the maximum element, I've already said in this previous example, it will take order of one time, because just the root element, just you have to find this element, you don't have to delete, right? This is just finding the element. So the finding the element will take order of one time, because it's you know that the root element is already the maximum element. So now the next question which is here is asked is minimum element. Minimum element, how can we find the minimum element? So you know that n by 2 plus 1 to n, these are our leaf nodes. See, when we are doing the algorithm, we have already seen how this n by 2 plus 1 to n are our leaf nodes, and 1 to n by 2 are our floor of n by 2, 1 to n by 2 floor they are our non-leaf nodes. So this is basically our leaf nodes. So you can see here there are 7 elements. So 7 by 2 plus 1 to 7, right? 7. 7 by 2 means 2 means 3.5. 3.5 means 4. 4 plus 1. 3.5. Oh, sorry. 3. Sorry. My mind was doing something else. So floor of this means 3. Okay. So anything floor means the lowest value. 3 plus 1 to 7. So 4 to 7. These are our non-leaf elements. Nodes actually. So here you can see 4, 5, 6, 7. These are our non-leaf elements. So in a max heap, so always the minimum element can be present at any of these non-leaf positions. Leaf positions. Sorry. I was just thinking something else. Sorry for being distracted today. So the minimum, see, I'll tell you again. So in max heap, the minimum element will be present at the leaf nodes. Okay, so it may be leaf nodes may be present in somewhere like here, can be present also here. So leaf nodes can be present like here. It have been like 4 in place of 64 is there, or some lesser value is there. So then leaf nodes will always be our minimum elements. The minimum element can be present in any of this leaf node. So to approximately we will have n by 2 leaf nodes. This is our approximate value. So n by 2 elements are our leaf nodes. So now number of comparisons will be theta of n. Okay, so this is basically number of leaf nodes. So number of comparisons which will obviously take theta of n. Okay, so for maximum heap, for max heap, so we have to, if we have to find the maximum element, it will always be the root element. If we have to find the minimum element, it will go till theta of n. Okay, so theta of n is here, option A. So in same way, if it would have been like vice versa, minimum heap, mean heap, we have to find the minimum element, it will take theta of 1, and we have to find maximum element, maximum node, maximum element in minimum heap, we have to get, we have to find, then it will take theta of n. So this is basically, I will write it down in the proper way. So max heap binary, nothing binary to apply. Max heap finding max element takes theta of 1, finding minimum element takes theta of n. Okay, so minimum heap finding mean element takes theta of 1, finding max element takes theta of n. So this is basically our thing. Okay, so I just wrote it down, maybe in previous video I did, but please make a note of it, this how this is coming, and the basic thing. So please make a note of it, so it will be helpful. Okay, so this is our next question. This was asked in GATE 2002 2 marks question. So this is also easy question, but I will tell you how it is done. So now, among these array elements forms, which one forms a heap? Which one is a heap? Something like this. So these all are arrays. Okay, so you can, if you remember, I have told you the heaps, any heap, max or mean heap are stored in an array. So computer whole tree is not stored. Like in an array, it is stored. Like in an array, it is stored. So this is also an array. So among this, you have to find out which one forms the heap. So you can see just the first element is 23. Among all this, 23 is the highest. We are asked here to build, to find out which one is our max heap. So here this is, you have to find it out. Okay, so minimum heap cannot be possible because everywhere you can see minimum element is 1. So if it would have been minimum heap, 1 would have been present. So maximum heap means the root element will be our maximum element. So the first element of the array will be the maximum element. Now let's check this. Let's see one by one. So option A, 23. Then 17 is here. Then 14. All these elements are lesser than 23. Then 6. 6 is less than 17, it's okay. Then 13. 13 is again less than 17, it's also fine. Then 10. 10 is less than 14, it's okay. Then 1. 1 is less than 14. Then 12. See, 12, when we are inserting 12, 12 is greater than 6. So our max heap property fails. So 12 would have been present here, then would have been in the max heap, but this is not. Okay, so this is false. So option A is wrong. So now let's see option B. Again 23 is our root element. Then 17 is less than 23. then 14 is less than 23, 6 is less than 17, okay, 13, right, 13 is less than 17, after the same as previous, 10 is less than 14, 1 is less than 14, 5 is less than 6, then 7 is not less than 6. Okay, so here please check, 7 is not less than 6. If 7 would have been present here, then it would have been a maxi. We have to check the rest, but here it is not a maxi, right, because 7 is greater than 6 and 7 is present lower than 6, so it is not possible. Now let's check option C. 23 is root element 17 is less than 23, 14 is less than 23, then 7 is less than 17, then 13 is again less than 17, 10 is less than 14, 1 is less than 14, 5 is less than 7, 6 is less than 7, 12 is less than 13. So yes, this is correct. So this is our max heat. So see, this question was asked in 2006, and from now last year, this is 2021. So from right, 2021, this is 2021, GATE, we have this MSQ, so you can have multiple right questions, so we have to check option D also. Previously you could have just checked this and option C is correct and you could have left it out, but you have to check other options also. Okay, so it's better to check. I would have checked it anyway, but let's see. The next 23 is our root, then 17 is less than 23, then 14 is less than 23, 7 is less than 23, 13 is less than 17, 10 is less than 14, 1 is again less than 14, 12. See, 12 is not less than 7. Okay, 12 is actually greater than 7. So heap property fails, max heap property fails. So fails. So this one is our correct option. Option C is our correct option. Okay. So this is our next question. So GATE 2006 2 marks question. So this question has got a big paragraph kind of thing, just to defining 3-ary max heap. 3-ary means we have done binary, and 3-ary means in each node it can have at most at max of 3 children. Okay, so 3-ary means it will have maximum of 3 children. So basically this and maxi we know. So let's see the question. So among this we have to find which one is our 3-ary max. It has got one linked question. Okay, after doing this we have to do that also. So basically if you do this correctly, then only the next question you will get the correct answer. So it is very crucial to do this question correctly, because it has got 2 marks and its part has also got 2 marks. 2 to 4 marks is there. So you can easily get this mark, 4 marks, but you have to do it correctly. Now let's see max heap. So first is A, option A. Let's do this option A. So 1, 3, 5. Sorry, 3-ary. So 3, 5, 6. I don't know why this is given. This is basically a mean heap. 8, 9. So it's not possible. This is basically a mean heap. Okay, so it's false. Then B, 9, 6, 3, then 1. All these children are less than 9. Okay, so all these are less than 9. So then 8. Okay, so 8 is not less than 6. So this is false. So 8 is not less than 6. So it is wrong basically. So this is also false. So you could have been here, then we could have checked more, but it is wrong. Then let's say option C. So 9, then 3, here 3, then 6, then 8. Okay, so all these are less than our root node. Then 5 is not less than 3. So this is false basically, because 5 is not less than 3. So this is also wrong. So only option left is D. D has to be correct. Let's see. Now option D. 9, then 5, then 6, then 8. all these are less than 9, then 3, then 4. Yes, this is maximum heap because all these elements are less than the root node. Again, all these 3 and 1 are less than 5. So this is our max heap. Now we will see the linked question to this one. Okay. So this is our linked question, which I have already mentioned that the previous one has got a linked question to it. So basically, this was our answer to previous question. Okay, so this was our tree. So now let's see this question. A lot of things were related. I just took the important parts. Suppose the elements 7, 2, 10 and 4 are inserted in that order. In this order only these elements are added. Now we have to find out the resultant max. This is the array, right? This is one array like this. Previous all are also array. So we have to check. Now we have to insert 7 first. So let's say 7 is inserted first. So if 7 is inserted, so now this heap property fails. 5 is less than 7. So you have to move up. 7 goes up, 5 goes down. But 7 is less than 9, so it is okay. So basically now our next tree is 9, then 7, then 6, then 8, then 3, then 1, then 5. Okay. So now 2 is inserted. 2 comes under 6 because up till this all our nodes are fully done, because left to right we have to fill the nodes. Okay, fill in leaf nodes we have to fill not leaf nodes means in left to right, since it has got already 3, it is 3 array. Okay, so 3 array means array. So 3 array means each node will have at most 3 children. So 7 has got 3 children. Now it's up to 6. 6, 2 is inserted. So 2 is inserted. So okay, nothing to do. Then 10. If 10 is inserted, now it's 10. Okay. So 10 is greater than 6. It fails the heap property. So 10 will go up. 10 will go up. 6 will come down. Again, see, this 10 is greater than 9. So 10 goes up, 6, 9 goes down. So our next tree is 7, then 9, then 8, 3, 1, then 5. 9 has got 2 children, 6. Okay, so now next is 10 we have done, then 4. 4 is less than 9, nothing to do. This is our correct tree. So now we have to do it so we have to find out the array. So array is basically just you can just put the indices like this. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4 like this. But it's I will suggest you to write down the array so that you don't miss out something. Okay. So 10, then 7, then 9. This is the array indices. 9, then 8, then 3. How I'm writing? Going one by one level. First this level, then again left to right, then again next level left to right. Like this we will write in an array form. 5, 3, 1, 5, 2, 6, 4, 2, 6. Now let's see the option. 10, 7, 9, 8, 3, 1, 5, 2, 6, 4. So this is our option, right option. Okay, so let's see. 8, 3, 1, 5, 2, 6, 4. Okay. So I checked with the book. This is the right option. So what book I use? I have already told you. So this book. Okay. So this is from ADC publication. So you can just find anything online. Okay. But find these questions online. But I used to love do questions from books rather than from laptop. It's basically my thing. You can just do anything. You can buy books or you can just find this resource online. Like RBR sir has got his own site, sorry, then Geeks for Geeks, then Gate Overflow. All these sites do have questions. You don't have to buy a book, but since I used to do from books, that's why I bought it. But anyways, doing the question is main thing that like 30 years PYQs. I always suggest everyone, whoever texts me or asks me this, I will always suggest 30 years PYQ should do, because questions won't be repeated, but you have to get the concept right first. So this is our answer. So option A is our correct option. So now let's move on to next question. So this question was asked in 2007, 2 marks question. So this is basically a logical question. So, and also it requires a bit of binary search. We haven't done binary search yet, but I will do. I'll just tell you the basic concept of binary search while doing this. But exclusively we will do when we are doing linear search and binary search. Searching we will do in exclusively in another videos, but for now, since it was asked in heap, I thought I may miss out this question later. So if you are not understanding this properly, you can after I add binary search, you can come back and watch this part. Okay. So now let's see the question. Consider the process of inserting an element into a max heap. So basically, inserting an element into a max heap where max heap is represented as an array. So array max heap can be represented as an array. We have already seen so many times. Suppose we perform binary search on the path from new leaf to the root. Okay, so basically we are inserting some element. So new leaf to root, we are doing binary search. Okay, so binary search is basically better than linear search. Linear search is an exhaustive search. Binary search is better because it takes log n times. Okay, so this is log n base 2. So this is a, and this is his time complexity. Basically this portion we will need nothing more of binary search we will need here. So how this is coming in etc. I will do in a detailed video, but for now you can just check this out. This binary search portion takes log n times. So binary searching position portion. Suppose we perform a binary search on the path from new leaf to root. So in this new leaf to root, we are doing binary search. Find the position for newly inserted elements. See, number of comparisons performed. Okay, so now let's do the question. So have you understood this? See, max heap is there. So now an insertion is done. A new leaf is added to the already existing heap, which is represented in an array. So now from this new leaf which is added, so let me do this diagram first. This is a binary search tree, not tree max, binary max heap. So let's say here a new node is added. Okay, so new node is added. So from here till here binary search is done. Okay, so binary search takes log n times. So we have already seen that height of the tree can maximum. Okay, so I missed out something. Binary search of for n elements. Okay, so n elements take log n times. Like n is an array, so it will take log n times for n. In n elements, it will take log n times. So height of the tree can maximum be log n base 2. Okay, so height of the tree from here to here, the log n is our height. So the maximum height it can go in worst case is this. Okay, so height will be log n. So from this to this, if we have to do the binary search, it will take not binary search. So this insertion, if it's the worst case, it can go till the total height of the tree. So this is log n. So basically for n elements, if we take log n times for binary search. For in place of n, okay, so listen this very carefully. In place of n, if we do log n, so in place of n, we are using log n. So basically log of n. So in place of n, this n is replaced by this log n. Okay, so this is our element. This is n elements, it will take log n. So in place of n, we are putting log n. So log n. So this is our number of comparisons performed. How? So in worst case, a tree can go from root to its last element, which will be added. It can go till height of the tree, which is log n. We have already seen that. And binary search takes for n elements, it takes log n times, which we will see in binary search. So in place of n, if we put in place of n, this n, if we put log n, this is coming as log n. So log n, basically this is our answer. So this is okay. So one important point here is, don't think like number of comparisons compared is log n, which is log n is less than log n. So our time complexity for insertion, this is log n. So that is not the case. Okay, so you have to be very careful here. So our time complexity for maxipify is log n. Okay, so not log n. So just don't confuse it with our maxipify algorithm. So here we are asked number of comparisons performed. Even if we do binary search, we have to, then if we insert something, let's say this is inserted. If we do just the comparison, it will take log n times. But when we are doing the maxipify, it will again take log n. So only log n times. Okay, because we have to modify this tree. We have to again change this. If it is greater than the root node, we have to change this again. This whole this thing maxipify will take log n only. Okay, so not log n. So log n is just the number of comparisons, not the time complexity. So be very careful here. Just don't think it like that, that here it is log n, so our maxipify will be log n. So no, that is not correct. Here only number of comparisons is asked, which is different than log n. So just that is also another point. So just don't put log n here, because we have already seen. So if this kind of questions are asked, you have to just think a bit. Okay, so just when you are doing the question, just don't rush, and whichever you have done in previous examples algorithm, just don't put it answer there. Just think a bit, okay, before answering the question. So our next question is, 1 second. So this is our next question. This was asked in 2009 2 marks question. It has also got another linked part. So this two again 2 or 1. So total 3 marks question was asked in a single question, not single question, second question, but it's linked to the previous one. So now let's see, which one of the following represents a binary max heap. So all these are, just think it like this, all these are max heap. This is array, so all are arrays. You have to find out among this which one is the correct binary max heap. So when I used to do these questions at first, when I was preparing and I used to do questions, I always used to think like, should I draw the tree first, then balance it out, or while going doing the tree, I should balance it out. So I was always confused. So now that's why I'm when I'm making the videos, I am telling you, this is already in an array, and you are asked to identify the max heap. You are not asked to build the correct one. Okay, so you are just asked all this. Let's consider this one. Maybe this is our correct binary max heap. So just build the max heap and see it is our max heap or not. Just this. Okay, so you don't have to modify the max heap. So this is maybe you might not have this dilemma, but I had. So that's why I'm telling you. So now let's do the question. 25. This is option A. Okay, 25. Then 12 binary means it has got 2 children at most. 12, 16. These are lesser than 25. Then 13. So no, this is not possible, because 13 is not less than 12. 13 is greater than 12. So A is not correct. Okay, so like this. What I used to do, I used to swap 13 and 12. So this is a huge mistake. Don't do this. And here we are given this array. We have to find out the correct max heap. Remember that. So now next option is B. Option B. Okay, so B is 25, then 14, then 13. These are lesser than 25, 16. So again, 16 is not lesser than 14. So this is also false. So this is also not true, not max heap, because 16 is greater than 14. 16 would have been its parent, not child. Now let's see C. 25, then 14, then 16, then 13, plus 2, then 10, then 8, and 12. Everything is in correct order only, so this is our max heap. Max heap. Okay. So now this is our correct. So let's see the option D anyways. So option D is 25, then 14, then 12, then 13, then 10, then 8, then 16. At last it is coming as 16. So not a max heap because 16 is greater than 12. So this is also false. So now this is our correct way. So now it has got another part. I will do that also. Okay. So I'll erase out and do the next part. So this is our next part. So this was our previous tree which we have drawn. This was previous part. So now two delete operations are done. Two delete operations from max heap means two maximum elements will be deleted, root nodes. So now again ask is correct answer to the previous question. So now you can understand if you do the previous question correctly, then we can do this question correctly only. So be careful here. So now we have to delete two elements. So 25 is deleted. Let's say 25 is put here. So now what we have seen that when the root element is deleted, the last element will be placed to its root. So last element is our 12. Okay, so 12 will be put here and the heap size decreases. Basically how heaps are works. Okay, so now we have to check where to this we have put it here. Now we have to balance it out. So 12, 14, 16, which one is the highest? 16, right? 12 goes here, 16 comes here. So now 16, new tree 16, and then 12 is greater than 8, nothing to do. 12, then 13, this is 10, this is 8. Again we have to delete another element because two elements are asked to delete. So 16 is deleted, 16 is put here. So 8, heap size decreases. I'm just talking about algorithm, okay? So this heap size is decreased. Now we have to balance it out. 8 is positioned here. So 8, 14, 12. Which one is the highest? 14. So 8 goes down, 14 goes up. So again 8 is 8, 13, 10. Among all this, which one is highest? 13, right? 8 goes down, 13 goes up. So now our tree comes down to us 14, 13, 12, 8, then 10. So now our array can be written as 14, 13, 12, 14, 13, 12, 8, 10. 10. 14, 13, 12, 8, 10. 14, no, this was also not true. 14, 13, 12. So this will be the answer. 14, 13, 12, 8, 10. Yes. So option D is our correct option. So what we did, we did two deletion operation. Then again just doing the heapify, max heapify function. So just basically you are asked to find out after two deletion what will be the array look, what will array look like. So here option is D. So this is our next question. It was asked in the 2015 one-word question. Consider the following array elements. So, okay, so these elements I have written it out here because you might not be able to see that properly. Same thing I have written it out here. So 18, 19, all this. Then minimum number of interchanges required to make it a max heap. So minimum number of interchanges what we have to do to make this tree a binary max heap. Okay. So now let's draw the tree first. 89, 90, then 50, then 17. See, while doing the tree, don't interchange because we have to do the see how many interchanges are required at the end of doing this tree. 17, 12, then 15, then 2, then 5, then 7, then 11, then 6. How I am feeling from left to right, okay? 6, 9, then 100. Okay, so now minimum number of interchanges required to make this a max heap. So this is not a max heap. You can just by only visualization you can see 100 is our highest number and should be present at our root node, not at the bottom at the leaves. So 100 is changed with 15. 15 comes up here. 100 is changed here. Okay, so one interchange is required. So this is just one interchange. I mean this swap like interchange. So again 100 is less than greater than 50. So you have to interchange again. So 100 goes up, 50 goes down. So this is again next interchange. So again 100 is greater than 89. So 100 is here, 89 is here. So three changes. So now let's draw the tree again and see if it is correct order or not. 100 and 19 and 89, 19, 17, 12, then 5, then 7, 11, 6, then it is 50. 2, then 9, then 15. 19, 89 is less than 100, 17, 12 is less than 19, 5, 7 is less than 17, 11, 6 is less than 12, 250, 12 less than 89, 9 and 5 less than 50. So this is our correct binary max heap. Okay, so how many interchanges are required? 3. So minimum is 3. Minimum interchanges required is 3. We are asked minimum only. So this is in this way we can make this max heap just any tree into a max heap by just interchanging. So minimum number of changes required is 3. So just don't get confused by or be afraid like this is a huge question. So it is not difficult. Okay, just we have to understand the question properly and then you can easily answer it. Okay, so nothing like that. Maximum time people see these questions are big and just leave it out. So in this context, I will tell you COA. The questions are linear. Okay, so I am not very good with COA. I'm like other subjects I'm pretty confident, but in COA the questions I am also like this. Okay, so if the question is huge, I kind of leave it out, but you should not do that. Okay, read the question properly, then do the answer. So now 2016 2 marks question, it was asking set 1. Previous 2015 question was asking set 3. Okay, I didn't write it out, but please write in your notebook if it is needed. Okay, maybe you can just you might have some query about the question, you can just google it out. 2015 set 3 you can get the question. So now the question is an operator delete I. So delete I is an operator for a binary heap. Binary heap data structure is to be designed to delete the item in the ith node. So delete I means it's a binary heap and we have to delete the ith node. Assume that the heap is implemented in an array. So the heap is implemented, heap is in an array kind of thing. So it is also, we know this, nothing new about this. I refers to the ith index. Okay, so the I refers to the ith index of the array. The heap tree of depth d. So depth d is mentioned here, number of edges on the path from root to farthest leaf. So to root to the farthest leaf, it is depth means actually it is also height. Okay, so nothing much here. Then what is the time complexity to refix the heap efficiently after the removal of that element? Let's say we take an example of max heap. 40, then 47, then 43, then let's say 1, 2, 3. Let's put 5 here, and then 1 here. 5, then maybe 7, then 5. Okay, so something like this. This is a max heap. Okay, basically max heap. If we try to delete this element, in the worst case, if we try to delete this 50, this element, so what we would do generally, we have to, not generally, this is a rule, so we have to put 50, then we have to refix everything, so we have to build the heap again. So we have to build the heap, we have to refix everything. So we have to send 47, 43, then 5 will come, sorry, 5 will come down, 57 will go up, like this. We have to, then again for the amplified function, we have to do this. In the worst case, the time complexity means it will number of comparisons will be in directly proportional to depth. Depth is here, the height from the root node to the leaf nodes. Okay, so this is given number of edges on the path to root to the farthest leaf. The farthest leaf is this. All these are leaves also. Okay, but this one is the farthest. So this is the height here. So number of comparisons we have to do. It comes down to us on like depth d. So maximum time it will be used like 5 will come here, then it is actually 5 is lesser than 7, so again we have to do this. 5 will come down here, 7 will go up, like this. Okay, so if it could have been something different, we could have done come till here. So we can very easily see that the number of comparisons will be proportional to d, in a like not inversely, directly proportional to d. Okay, so because the at most even in the worst case it can go till the depth of the tree. So now our order is d. So in worst case the time complexity can go till order of d. So our option b is correct, order of d but not 1. Okay, so in the worst case it can go till order of d but not order of 1. So this is also false. 2 to the power d is also false, and d into 2 to the power d is also false. So order of d is our correct option, because we have to, in our worst case it can go till the depth of the tree. That's why number of comparisons is equivalent but directly proportional to d, so it is coming down as order of d. So now let's move on to next question. So this is our next question. This was asked in 2016, 2 marks set 2. Previously it was set 1, now it is set 2. So now this is let's see the question. A complete binary mean heap is made by including each integer in this. This is an inclusive set. Both 1 and 1023, all these numbers are present. Okay, so this is binary mean heap is made by including each integer. So with the help of all these integers, we are making this a binary heap, and exactly once it is, not more than one, not less than one, just exactly once. Okay, so this concept exactly once, more than one, less than at most, at least, exactly all things we will do in TOC. After DA we will continue with TOC. Inclusive, exclusive sets, everything we will learn while doing mathematics and all. So don't need to take tension. In see, gate exam is not happening this month. Okay, so next year. So you have enough time. When you do all the subjects combined, you will get this understanding that this all these things will fall into place. Even if you don't understand something here, in some other subject you will understand that properly. Okay, so in this way you can just go on sequentially in any order. You can understand the subjects, so it will not be any problem in at the final exam. Okay, so don't think much. So this is an inclusive set. Inclusive set 1 and 1023, all elements are present exactly once. The depth of a node is in the heap is the length. Basically, what is the depth, height? Because in many textbooks, different height and definition of height or depth is different. So in every question, I have seen that they mention what is the depth or height means exactly. In the heap is depth of a node in the heap is the length of the path from the root of the heap to the max node. So max node. Let me see. Let me see. Root of the heap to that node. That node, I think max node. That's why I was thinking it's not correct. Okay, that node. Thus the path from the root on that node, thus the root is at depth 0. So root will be at depth 0. Okay, so not 1, which is explicitly mentioned. This is basically NAT question. Okay, so you have to put the answer from the virtual keyboard. So you have to no negative marking is there. So that's why it is mentioned that the root node is at the depth node, the depth 0. the maximum depth at which the integer 9 can be 9 can appear. So let's see the question now. So here binary maxim. So the maximum number of elements can be present. Let's say so this is our depth 0. This is our depth 1. Okay. So let me just check out the question once. Okay. So the question was right, just part was wrong, I just checked. So here at depth 0, 1 node is present. At depth 1, 2 nodes are present. Maximum will be 1. At depth 2, 4 nodes are present. This is number of nodes. Okay. So you can just point out like this: 2 to the power 0, then plus 2 to the power 1. Basically class. Okay, so this is kind of GP series 2 to the power 2. Total number of nodes, let's say 2 to the power 3, and total are 10231 to 1023. So this is basically a series, LGP series, and this is 1. Okay, so 2 to the power 0 means 1 node is present. Then the next node 2 to the power 1 means 2 nodes are present. In next 2 to the power 2, 4 nodes are present. Okay, so now this is 1. The first element, remember the GP series, first element A, then 2 to the power this plus 1 minus 1, then 2 minus 1. So this is basically our GP series. So GP series formula, please go and check if you are having these difficulties. I will add later, but let me do this question first. So 2 minus 1 is 2, 2 to the power k plus 1 minus 1 is 1023. Then 2 to the power k plus 1 is 2 to the 1024. So minus 1 goes down here. So now k plus 1, 2 to the power k plus 1 is 2 to the power 10. Okay, so 2 to the power 10 is 1024. In I think digital logic and networking we will do this. Then we will be very easily be able to do 2 to the power 8 raised to 56, to the power 9 is 512, like this. You can do it very easily. You will so many problems you will do that you will like remember the like 2 to the powers. So it is nothing to worry about. Okay. So now k plus 1 is equals to 10, or k is equals to 9. So total depth can go till 9. Okay. So k is our depth. So the total the highest depth can go till 9. So now what is asked here? So here I am writing it. So just don't write 9 here. Okay, so just don't write 9 here because that is wrong. Why I am telling you. See the first node. Let's say 1 is present here and its depth is 0. So in the worst case, then node 9, this 9 in integer 9 can be present where? So again 2 can be present here. So this is level 1, depth 1, not level 1, depth 1. This is depth 1. This is 0, depth 0, depth 1, depth 2, like this. Then again, see, in the worst case, the integer 9 can be present at the lowest part. So the maximum depth at which integer can appear. See here, maximum is asked because so then maximum anywhere at the last time integer 9 can be present. So then integer 3 can be present at depth 2, then 4 can be present at depth 3, then 5 can be present at depth 4, then 6, like something like ability, but here also are present, but other integers are present. Let's say 6, 7 is at depth 6, then 8 is present at depth 7, then 9 is present at depth 8. So at 8, level 8, node 9, integer 9 can be present. So here is a trick part, because when you just get that the depth, the maximum depth is 9, means k, the level k is 9, so you just don't put it out 9. So that's why it is given that the level 0, we are starting from level 0 only. So here level 0 means 1 can be present, At level 1, 2 can be present, the integer 2 can be present. So the integer 9 can be present at like this. You can go on and check that at 8, level 8, depth 8, integer 9 can be present. So here this maximum is asked. So in maximum, here you can go till this part. Okay. So I hope you have understood this. These two questions were like tricky. You have to think it out. So I think I have done a lot of questions I have seen. So even if I find anything more like which are tricky or anything, I will add to this playlist. So for now, since I have done these questions, so because I thought going to next sorting algorithms, it's better to do this heaps and heap sort, because it's a bit tricky, and if you are unable to understand. So from now I will do other sorting algorithms. After sorting, we are left with linear search and binary search. After that, we will be continue with greedy and dynamic, and that will be end of our GPA course, and then we will continue with TOC. Okay, so after this, our next subject is TOC, theory of computation, or you can say automata also. So this is our next subject. So for now, if your work is do the other PYQs and please practice. Okay, so just don't take notes blindly. But please practice on your own. And after like we have completed with sorting and linear search, and you have watched all my videos and done 30 years PYQs properly. Okay, solving properly. If you have problem, please do consult Geeks for Geeks, Get or Workflow, or a research site, anything. But please do it properly. Then you should take test series. See, I have already done this time complexity analysis. I have done. So I hope you have completed the test series of that part. And next, if you are following my videos, so please do the test series. I'm really telling you wholeheartedly. Please take test series properly. What you should do in test series, like um, in some question, let's say question 1, you did the question correctly, but still you see the solutions which the test series they have provided. See the solution, if in better way it can be done. And now let's say number 2, you did the question wrong, or you done something wrong in your conceptual way. So what you should do in your notebook, please write that question which you have missed out. Write that question, the test series. Let's say made easy topic test 1 you are doing, and you are stuck with question 2. You didn't understand properly, or your conceptual problem was there if you did something. So then write the question, and then understand the solution properly, and then write the answer of that question in your notebook. Like this, you do a separate. After what I did, I will tell you. I have made a shorts video on this. What I did after doing all the subjects from one by one, like one subject, let's say the AA algorithm only, I did the whole subject properly in my notes. I made my own notes. Then I did PYQs from this book only, this Medici book. So that I used to do in some practice copies. So that was different. I used to mark the questions in my book. So I will show you how I did. Like this, you can see all these notes I used to paste wherever I used to find difficulties. So I used to do that. And next is test series. I took test series very cautiously, because it is very important. After a lot of mistakes I did, I am telling you, requesting you, please do the test series properly. In this way only I did. Like this, you please also follow, or you are one way in managing managing your notes and all, please, but at least do the test series properly. This is my request to you. And if you are still watching my video up till now, please do subscribe to my channel. If you love my videos, I continue making more videos, so it will just boost my confidence that people are watching my videos. So okay, so I am rushing making videos, excruciating, because I don't know after my college start how much time I will get. So that's why I'm trying to make more videos now, so that even if some people are watching, they can be benefited by my videos. Okay, so Bye, and see you in next class, sorting algorithms. So next sorting I have to see. So what is next? I think bubble sort, bucket sort, all these are left. I will do radius sort and all. I will do them properly. So please wait, and up till now we have done whatever we have done till now. Please practice on that.